Yes, how's it going? All right. So, we're just gonna do some more, creative video content creation here. So I was watching a channel. I'm not even gonna mention the channel or go into anything about it. I mean, maybe I will later on in this video for the diehard who's like gonna listen, right? Anyways, this channel I was watching, and the guy made a pretty good point, which and so because of like him touching on this point, I decided I'd like to expand on this. And basically what he said is, if a channel, like whether it's a popular or, it doesn't matter, and that should be obvious to the seeing eye at this point, is that popularity of a channel does not mean, if a channel's popular, that doesn't mean it's good. And that should be the biggest most obvious apparent thing on video hosting platforms at this point. Just because a channel is popular does not mean it's good, right? Like that, it should be totally obvious to you, the viewer. And if you have not figured this out by now, you are a fucking non-player character sheeple that is totally brain dead. Anyways, so he's saying, if there's a channel that's doing content and they're not, and that content is not really offering up solutions, all it is just doom, gloom, doomsaying, well then what value does that channel really bring, right? And this is a very good point. This is a very, very good point, right? Although it's a slippery slope, because see, the problem with that is people don't want solutions. People do not want solutions, dude. They just want the bailout. They just want bailed out. See, because solutions require effort, discipline, all these things. Solutions require responsibility, require accountability. And you see all these people complaining. It's the Jays. That's all they do is complain. But are they offering up solutions? Oh yeah, we need to genocide them. See, that is not a solution-oriented, dialogue. That is just pure insanity. And so people don't want solutions, okay? So I'm listening to this guy, and he's like saying, well, there's this one channel, and his channel's pretty popular, and you guys follow him. But the thing is, he doesn't ever offer up any solutions. All he does is complain about how everything is shitty, and that there is no hope, and there is nothing. There's just nothing but everything being shitty, right? So it's all just complain, but there is no offer up of solutions to any of all these problems that are alleged problems that are presented before us. It's just alleging more problems with no real solutions. And when they do, these guys are everywhere, though. That's all it is, because that's what the people want. The people want to complain. The people do not want solutions. The only thing that they want and that they see as a solution is their own personal bailout. Just get me out of this because I don't deserve this treatment. Bail me out. I don't care about anybody else. Just me. Bail me out. That's the only solution and that's not a solution. Just bail me out and get me out of here, right? And so, okay, any of you which nobody watches my channel, so what does it matter? Jim Rizzoli was the one who pointed this out. Like he was using a channel as an example, saying this guy doesn't even ever offer up any solutions at all. There you go. But and again, this is what I'm saying. Solutions is a slippery slope, because once a channel starts offering up real solutions, not fake shit that people want to hear, but actually real solutions, nobody's gonna come around. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to hear about this. I'm gonna go back to doom scrolling. I just want to complain. I don't want any solution that has to do with me being accountable, responsible, looking at myself and where I might be to blame. If the solution has anything to do with me looking at myself and where I might be to blame, I'm not watching that. Fuck that. Because it's not my fault. It's the Jays, right? Or whoever. It's Trump's fault. It's the Jays' fault. It's the sheeple's fault. It's always everyone else's fault. And if there's ever any solution brought up that requires me, the viewer, to look at myself and where I might be to blame, oh, I'm not watching this. I want to hear about interdimensional beings. I don't want to hear about looking at myself, where I might be to blame. Where am I to blame? Where am I at fault? What can I do as a solution? I don't want to hear about what I can do. I just want it to get fixed. See, that's the solution. Is what can I do about any and everything, all this alleged problems in the world? What can I do? What can I do about it? Nobody wants to hear that, because nobody wants to do anything about any of it. They just want to complain. And the only real solution to any and all of this alleged problems, whether it's the Jays, the genocides, the whatever the fuck it is, the only solution, it starts with you. What is it that you can do about it? And this is what I'm saying. Solutions are not popular at all, because viable solutions require you and me to actually get off of our ass and get involved and take action. Nobody wants to do that. Solutions involve me and you holding ourselves accountable, walking our talk. If I'm saying something, I better be fucking walking it, right? Right? Nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to walk their talk. Nobody wants to look at themselves and where they might be at fault in their fucking actions and words and deeds. No, everything is the Jay's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Biden's fault. Everything is everyone else's fault, when the solution is to look within, not without, where it's everyone else's fault. What about you? Stop. What about what's going on in here? Where am I to blame? Where am I accountable for whatever alleged thing is going on in the world? Am I accountable? For example, it's like no-brainer shit. Like, you got all these people talking about climate change, the earth is being polluted and all this shit. Okay, let's say you're all into this, right? And you want to complain. You love hearing all these people complain about the earth being polluted, and you like to get all angry about it. Yeah, that's right. And you're going to go out and you're going to start yelling at everybody how the earth is being polluted. But wait, hold on. But what is the solution to that? Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, what's the solution if the earth really is the allegation that the earth is just being polluted and destroyed? If that's true, but what can you do about it? The solution is what can you and I do about it? And if I smoke cigarettes, say I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, and I just flick my cigarette butts wherever, I don't care. See, I'm not walking my talk like there's shit that I can do. What am I doing? See, people don't want solutions. They never have and they never will, because solutions require the individuals to start doing something. Start looking at themselves. If the earth is being fucking polluted with, destroyed with pollution, and I'm all like, I like preaching to everybody about this. What am I doing though? Am I, I could be out, maybe I could be taking action, like go out planting trees and making sure that I'm not polluting. But see, we see the hypocrisy all the time, like these stupid fucking, these stupid fucking Hollywood stars that are always preaching of how, the earth is being polluted, and then you see them flying around in their fucking jets polluting they're polluting the earth more than anyone else. And those are the people that are crying about the earth being polluted and how we all need to do something, and they've got a GoFundMe set up because we need to generate money to save the earth. And these are the people flying all over private jets, but the reason they're flying polluting the air is a good reason. That's a good reason, See, so there's a lot of problems with this idea of solutions. Is first of all, you got a lot of snake oil salesmen that will offer up totally fake solutions that they know are fake. Like, we just need to genocide the Jays. That's the solution. Like, that's the stupid. And then you got all these people that apparently believe that these are solutions. These stupid things are solutions. Just like you got all these stupid people that believe that these Hollywood stars flying around in private jets preaching, that the earth is being destroyed with pollution, that's a solution. To fly around in private jets with Hollywood stars polluting the fucking more than any other person or people on earth. And then they're preaching to all of you and me that the importance of not polluting the earth, and how, the earth is going to die in 5 years. It's going to be dead if we don't stop polluting it. While they fly around in their private jets to tell everyone this. Those are fake solutions. That's all fake. See, real solutions involve a person looking at themselves. Instead of looking at blaming everyone else, it's the Jews, it's Bill Gates, it's it's the evil fucking health industry, it's all these evil sheeple everywhere. Stop blaming everybody else. What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? So it's very interesting, because I have found real solutions. But see, I'm just an individual. Like, so what? I mean, so I have found solutions. I could tell you what they are, but you're not going to listen to me. You're not even going to listen to me. So what's the point in telling you? If I have real viable solutions, what good is it to tell them to you? Let's say I did. We'll just use, we'll just use this as an example, whatever. Let's say I told you I found solutions to a ton of this stuff. And it's right here. This is called The Underachiever's Manifesto, a guide to accomplishing little and feeling great. And you might laugh. Well, I'd laugh too. That's why I bought the book, because I saw the cover. I thought it was funny. It was at a yard sale for 25 cents, and I thought it was funny. This made me laugh. So I just bought it so that I could put it in the bathroom. That way when my friends come over and they have to take a shit, they see that and then laugh. It's funny, right? Well, the problem is, story time. Story time, Angry Hobo. I had this book for like a year just sitting around. And I just thought it was funny. And one day I was super bored and I saw this sitting there and I was so fucking bored. I was like, I've never even looked at this, right? So I just opened it up and I'm just like, whatever, right? And then I start reading it, right? And I'm like, it's a very easy read. It's a very easy, very small, very simple. This isn't a 13-hour introduction documentary. Very simple, very small. And believe it or not, solutions are all over in this thing. I mean solutions that would solve world problems that people are shitting the bed, freaking out about all day on BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, blah, blah, blah. There's like totally solutions to all this shit in this book. And that's what, and then it made it even way more funnier. Like this book is fucking hilarious because it breaks it down. Like all these big problems and stuff that, what all this shit are so easily, there's the solutions to so much of all this hyped up bullshit are in this simple little book that's like super easy to read. It's super entertaining and it's super funny. Okay? And see, that's the other thing. Solutions are always simple. They're never complex, which is why, another reason why it's the Jays thing is so stupid. It's like, well, here, watch this 13-hour introduction to, the whole concept of it's the Jays. Well, solutions are always simple. Very simple. Like, there is nothing complex, dude. It's like no-brainer shit. So, what if I told you, okay, so let's go back to what I was saying. I'm telling you, I have found, like, real solutions. Real solutions. To tons of, that's why I get so fucking frustrated with all this shit, because I'm like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's like the alcoholic who can't stop drinking and just screaming at the top of his lungs what an injustice the world is upon him. But all he's doing, he's just constantly drinking, won't stop drinking, knows he's a fucking drunk, knows he's got an alcoholic problem, and is constantly crying of how everybody picks on him all the time. And all his problems it's all these people's fault that I am the way I am. You see? I used to be like that. Then I found solutions. And so now when I see that person, I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. We got another one. He's going to pop. He's going to fucking pop. And you see this same thing all over the place. The Jays is such an atrocity what's happening in Palestine. Oh my God, can't you see the world, the sky is just falling. There's a genocide. People are going to be dropping like flies everywhere. It's a genocide. Can't you see, like you just have all these people just like, oh my God, when the solution to all this shit is just like so simple. It's just so simple. And it's fucking hilarious. So going back to what I'm saying, I found real solutions. But why would I tell you? You're not going to listen to me. First of all, I'm not popular and trending like Jim Rizzoli. I don't dress up like Hitler every time I do a video like Jim Rizzoli's friend John. I just look like a homeless bum. What kind of solutions would I have to offer anybody? That's exactly right. So if I have real solutions, why would I even tell you? And then someone could complain and be like, well, Angry Hobo never offers up solutions. Why would I tell you solutions when you wouldn't even listen anyways? So I'm just using this hypothetically. Let's say I had found solutions and they're just in this little book. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm like, dude, there's like the solutions to so much of everything is hilariously written in this little tiny book titled The Underachiever's Manifesto, A Guide to Accomplishing Little and Feeling Great. And I told you that. Are you going to listen to me, dude? Dude, I could even do readings. Okay, let's read. Okay, here's the video. I'm going to start on this book and we're going to do it. Here's the introduction. We'll start on the introduction. Okay, and I'm going to start reading. And I'm just dropping like real solutions. Are you going to listen to me? No. And then you're going to blame me for it. The reason that you don't listen to me is my fault, not yours. Because of course, everything is everyone else's fault. It's the Jews, right? Everything is everyone else's fault. Somebody could totally offer you up real solutions and then you'll reject it and blame them for your rejection. Be like, I'm not listening. This guy, he's telling me that the solutions are in this book. I'm not listening to him. I'm not going to listen to him. But then you're going to complain that I don't offer up solutions. So again, that's the thing is like, why? What? This is all just psychological games. That's all it is. Like, why would I offer you up solutions? If I had real solutions, would you listen to me? No, no, with a capital N and a capital O. No, never. But it's my fault you wouldn't listen to me. So because everything is everyone else's fault. And so then the person that would say that the reason they don't listen to me is my fault, not theirs, will continue to go back to just blaming everything as everyone else's fault. And, we're in the middle of a genocide and people are dropping like flies everywhere. And those evil Jays, they're doing problems. They're causing all the problems in the world. But then they want people like me and you to listen to them go on and on complaining about how the Jays are the ones causing all the problems in the world. And there's just people dropping like flies from a genocide everywhere. And just whatever they can pull out of their ass to complain about. And do they ever have any solutions? No. All they ever do is complain. So that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I have found real solutions. But I'm not going to share them with you. I try to sometimes. But see, the thing is, because I know what my general audience is just people that don't want to be accept accountability. They just want to blame everybody else and then get bailed out. That's the only thing that they don't want real solutions. My general audience, just like everyone else's general audience, the masses of everyone on the internet do not want real solutions. They just want to blame everyone else and they just want to get bailed out of their problems. That's why they blame everyone else for their problems, is in the hopes of getting bailed out. Just bail me out because it isn't my fault. It's everyone else's fault. And the solution is that, first of all, to accept that you're wrong. Your problems are of your own making. That's the first step in solutions, is your problems are not the fault of the Jews. Sorry. I know you like to believe that it's the fault of the Jews and it's everyone else's fault. But if you really want to get down to causes and conditions, you bring your problems on yourself. Sorry, I know. And so, of course, you're going to reject that. And so then just go back to complaining. Just go back to complaining. Just like the alcoholic who just refuses to stop drinking and just bemoans the injustices of how everyone is against him. And that's why he keeps drinking. It's everyone else's fault. Everything is everyone else's fault. When the reality is, the first kind of like introduction to solutions is to look at yourself and to realize that your problems are of your own making. That's just it. That's just it. Your problems are of your own making. It's not the making of the Jays created your problems, or anyone else. Trump voters created your problems. No. You really want solutions? First thing in solution is to truly look at yourself. An honest appraisal of yourself. That's the first step in finding solutions. That's the number one. First thing, honest self-appraisal. And if you're not willing to do an honest self-appraisal, then you're not interested in real solutions. You just want to blame everyone else. So continue hanging out on it's the Jews news, right? Everything is, or it's the evil 1%ers. We are the 99%. Everything, blame it on the 1%ers. It's all the 1%ers' fault. We are the 99%. Now, real solutions start with you. An honest self-appraisal of oneself. An honest one. That means first, you actually have to be honest with yourself. Now, how many people in the world would you say truly are honest with themselves? How many people have you met in your lifetime that you could say with confidence that person is pretty much truly honest with themselves? Can you count them on more than one hand? Our problems are of our own making. Solutions start with an honest self-appraisal. First things first, honest self-appraisal. So again, I could tell you, I could be like, dude, I know where the solutions are. And I know I could show, but are you going to listen to me? No. You're just, oh, here's another sheeple that thinks he has solutions. Well, there you go. There you go. So why would I? Why would I tell you, offer up any solutions? Because you're not going to listen to me anyways. And why should you listen to me? Well, that's true. But see, why should you listen to any of these popular and trending channels? Why should you listen to anybody? You know? I'll give you another example. Solutions are not popular. So any channel that's popular and trending, I can guarantee you with 100% certainty they are not offering up solutions. Because solutions are not popular. They're only offering up the problem. And they go on and on and on about the problem. And what's the problem? It's the Jays. It's the 1%ers. You know. They don't offer up solutions. If they offered up solutions, they wouldn't be popular. Nobody would fucking watch them, dude. They'd move on to the next popular trending channel that's complaining about all the problems in the world without offering up any solutions. So, anyways, Jim Rizzoli, you make a great point. But the problem is that's like no one is offering up solutions. That's why people like me are getting so fucking sick of all this narrative. All this narrative is caustic fucking complaining about problems with offering up no solution. And that's by design. You know, problem, reaction, solution. They don't... And this is also why nobody... Dude, like, why would someone like me offer up a solution? Are you going to listen to it? No. Absolutely not. No more than the fucking drunk alcoholic drinking himself into oblivion and blaming everyone else is going to listen to anybody if they say, dude, maybe you need to stop drinking and maybe some of your problems will go away. The alcoholic isn't going to do that unless like he has no other choice. Like it's either that or fucking die. Then maybe he will, but a lot of times they don't. They'll drink themselves to death. Which is why alcoholism is such a fucking such a tragic and serious fucking problem. The drug alcohol kills more people than any other drug, except for now we have fentanyl, so that might change. But dude, the drug alcohol kills more people than any other, than nicotine. You know, alcohol kills far more people than cigarettes. But isn't that weird how you never see them talk about that, but you see them always talk about how cigarettes kill, but you never. Like, you'll always hear all this shit about how smoking is evil. It's the ultimate sin. Smoking cigarettes is the ultimate sin. It's so evil. Everybody's saying that. But never says hardly anything really about alcohol. When alcohol kills more people than cigarettes. Fucking fact, dude. You know, like people complain about how they lied about the Holocaust. Okay, but they lie about alcohol too. They lie about cigarettes. How many fucking people are dying? How many people? How many of your people are dying from alcohol because they're lying to you about alcohol? If alcohol kills more people than cigarettes, and they're not telling you that while they spread this hysteria of how cigarettes is killing everyone. Like, I mean, Yeah, so they lied about the Holocaust. I don't care. I mean, dude, they lie about alcohol. How many? They lie about everything. Every fucking thing. Who is they? I don't know. All I'm saying is yeah, they lie about the Holocaust. They lie about alcohol. See, but why is it that the Holocaust lie is super popular in certain circles like BitChute, but the lie about alcohol doesn't even gets zero attention? Which lie killed more people? The Holocaust lie or the alcohol lie? Which lie killed more of your people? The Holocaust lie or the alcohol lie? Oh, by far it was the Holocaust lie. Really? You know this? You know, you've done the research. No, you haven't. Interesting, though. Interesting how one lie is very popular to expose, whereas another lie that's arguably easily as bad of a lie as the Holocaust doesn't even, it's like, whatever, who cares? We got to get back to the Holocaust lie. Wow. Alrighty then, like, who cares, right? Anyways, no. So I could provide up solutions, but who would listen? Maybe that's why I only have 9 subscribers. Is because when I talk about real solutions, which involves, a person holding themselves accountable and walking their talk and honesty and all this shit. Nobody, dude, that's why I always bring up that line from the movie The International, where the guy's like, the thing you need to know about the truth is there's what people want to hear, there's what people want to believe, there's everything else, then there's the truth. The truth about solutions, people don't want to hear it. People only want to hear what people want to hear. They don't want to hear true solutions. They just want to hear what they want to hear they don't want to hear the truth. There's what people want to hear, there's what people want to believe, there's everything else, then there's solutions. So if you really are trying to put out solutions, you're going to have a little tiny channel like mine where nobody even listens to you. Why? Well, because there's what people want to hear, there's what people want to believe, there's everything else, then there's solutions. I don't know if you've noticed lately, but solutions haven't been very popular. Solutions aren't popular. So you're not going to gain any popularity if you're offering up solutions. Guaranteed. There is nobody that's popular on the internet or in any other media is offering up solutions. In order for them to maintain their popularity, they have to keep pumping out the fucking, the doom. If it bleeds, it leads. We need to keep talking about all those babies' body parts flying all over. We're not going to talk about solutions because then people get bored. People want to, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the number one rule in journalism. If it bleeds, it leads. People don't want to hear about solutions. They just want to see the fucking baby's body parts flying all over the place. So they have an excuse to get outraged of someone else doing something bad. They don't want to look at their own behavior. They just want to look at how other people's behavior is wrong. The solution is to look, think of it this way. If a person would rather point of how someone else's behavior is wrong than look at their own wrong behavior, the solution for that person is to stop looking at how everyone else's behavior is wrong and start looking at how their own behavior is wrong. And if that's the solution for that person, you think they're going to want to do that? Or are they going to want to keep looking at how everyone else's behavior is bad and refusing to look at themselves? Well, of course. They just want to keep looking at how those evil Jays are exploding those babies' body parts all over the place in Palestine. And it's littering the streets with babies' body parts. That's all they want. They don't want to look at themselves. Anything to distract them from themselves is what they want. This is why nobody wants solutions. You know, and I try to tactfully sneak in solutions to my content, but it's very draining. It's a very draining procedure to have to be really tactful and careful about slipping in solutions in my videos. Because if I just say it openly, then it's just going to be immediately rejected. So I have to figure out, how do I tactfully do this? And that's what the majority of my videos, that's what I do. But I have to be tactful about it. So it's subtle. So only the person who's listening will hear, Only the person who's truly listening will be able to hear that I offer up solutions when I'm doing my commentary. Because again, if I were to just come point blank, come right out and say it, and it's like, this is it. All the solutions are in this simple book, and it's like super easy to read, and it's really funny and fun to read, and it's all right here. You're not going to believe me. You're going to be like, this guy's just he's just another Richie from Boston, trying to sell his shitty books or whatever. So, anyways, whatever. It's just an interesting thing that Jim Rizzoli brought up about solutions. And it's very true. Solutions do not sell. If it bleeds, it leads. If the story is full of babies' body parts flying all over the place, it's going to sell. If the story is about solutions, it's not going to sell. So it's all about the corporatist gangbang. I'm selling my brand. My brand is Angry Hobo, and I'm selling it. I need to make some money. I need some clicks. I need some likes. I need some views. I need some subs. I'm selling my brand. I'm not providing solutions. I'm selling a brand. So the more clicks, likes, views, and subs I get, the better, because I'm selling a brand. I'm not trying to inform people on things like solutions. I'm just selling a brand. And so if I'm selling my brand, I need to try to, figure out what people like. And people don't like solutions, real solutions. People like being bullshitted because, again, there's what people want to hear. There's what people want to believe. There's everything else. Then there's solutions. People don't want solutions. People want to hear what they want to hear. People want to believe what they want to believe. And then they want to be distracted with everything else. And then they'll listen to solutions. Anyways, enough of that, I guess. Whatever.